Hey guys, this is Raghu Reddy here. Welcome to the show. On this episode, I have a very special guest, and his name is Parag. Parag, welcome to the show.
Hi Raghu. Hello everybody.
Hey Parag, so where are you located?
Raghu, I am from Mumbai, India.
Wow, that's the financial capital of India. Well, that's fantastic, fantastic. So Parag, what do you do?
I am a certified financial planner by profession, and we help people achieve their financial goals.
Well, that's fantastic. And since how many years have you been doing this awesome work?
I am in this field of financial services since last almost now 25 years, and into business last 18 years.
Okay, that's nearly 2 decades of outstanding service. That's really fantastic. So Parag,
Yes.
what made you come into this field?
I like to meet people.
Mm-hmm.
I like to understand people, help them achieve their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to become a chartered accountant
Okay.
during my college days. Therefore, I joined a CA firm, and while working, many clients used to come to us for investment advice to my boss. And slowly we started, along with chartered accountancy, he had started investment advisory also,
Mm-hmm.
which included IPOs, fixed deposits, government bonds and all in mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So one fine day, my boss asked me whether you would be interested in this kind of work. So I said, why not? Let me give me a try. I was good at convincing people, meeting people, and I really liked this job. That's why I said, yes, I want to be in this field. And that's how I entered into financial services.
Wow, that's fantastic, fantastic. And
Way back in 1995.
1995, wow, that's really wonderful. And you see, when you came in to this field,
Yeah. Yeah.
the environment was very, very different compared to now. Even the sort of customers you used to meet was totally different. So,
Exactly.
how did you overcome those struggles initially?
See, in those days, financial planning was not so popular in India.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, fixed deposits, government bonds, more of fixed income products were popular among the investors,
Mm-hmm.
and IPOs especially.
Yeah.
So it was more of a product
Okay.
than solution based. But slowly India has moved from product based selling to solution based services.
So, what do you think about the knowledge base of the customers then and now?
Today's customer is very, very intelligent. He is very smart investor.
Mm-hmm.
Before meeting you, he has already done his homework.
Mm-hmm. So, is it tougher to convince your customers now?
No, I don't find that. You should be honest enough, try to understand his needs, and you should be a solution provider.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't see any problem in conversions.
I see. So what sort of solutions do you provide?
See, while discussing, it should be all about client and not about yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
When I meet a new client for the first time, it is almost 1.5 hours. I try to understand his lifestyle, his needs,
Mm-hmm.
his future needs, and accordingly, then we provide him solutions.
So which means you do a need analysis and give customized
Yes.
solutions.
We do risk analysis and asset allocation first.
Wow, that's fantastic, fantastic. So, when you started out, of course, you have definitely faced a lot of struggle. So the question is, how did you overcome that struggle?
If you see, since childhood, I have been failing in across all sectors of life.
Mm-hmm.
I have failed in academics, I have failed in business in the initial years, I have failed in relationships, I have failed in love, everywhere, if you
Okay.
see. So today I don't fear of, I have a fear of failing.
So just by facing that, those barriers, and because of facing all those fears, you're confident to move ahead.
Yeah. See, I take failures very positively.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever there was a failure in life, I always analyzed. And I found that something good has happened after that.
Wow.
I think most people don't do this after the failures. You should self-introspect and do some analysis.
That's right. That's right. That's fantastic. Fantastic to hear that. So, what's your driving force? What's your big why?
See, we want to help people achieve their financial goals. That is our mission.
Hmm.
And I'm absolutely clear what I want to do and why I want to do it.
So, Parag, you said that you are 18 years into this business, almost 2 decades. So, how has your journey been for these 18 years?
It has been a lot of ups and downs. It was a roller coaster ride. I started my business in 2002 when the markets were down. Then it took me a couple of years to gather clients. Almost 3-4 years I had to struggle a lot to acquire new clients. And after that, 2008, you remember subprime issue had come all over the world. Then in 2009, there was no entry load in India, if you remember. Then so many scams during 2012 and 14. That time also markets were very volatile. Then again, today we are facing this COVID issue. So challenges will keep on coming. We should overcome our problems.
So
We
that
should not be. We should not play a victim card. We should be victorious.
so that is what you face so many challenges, so many downs rather than ups. So especially during the initial phase, it's the toughest phase. The first
Yes.
3 to 5 years. So how did you really get through that? How did you break through that barrier? The psychological barrier that you need to stay put in this business.
Yes, since my college days, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. After my college graduation, I started with my business, but that was, I will say, immaturity phase kind of, without any experience, much experience. I was hardly 21, 22 of age. So in a year's time, I could not manage. So again, I started with a job. Then I did a job for another 3-4 years. Then again, I left job and started on my own. That was again, I was not prepared, fully prepared. But in 2002, I decided I will go for it. That's it. Because internally, I was not very happy, though I was doing a very highly paid job. I was in a good corporate, and leaving that job was coming out of comfort zone. It was very tough to give up that salary. But initially, after starting business, 3 to 4 years, we went through hell. But my family supported me a lot that time. And that's why I'm here today.
Wow, that's fantastic to hear about your journey.
And I would like to thank all my clients, my team members, everybody, in fact, whom I have come in contact with. Only because of them, I could do all these things.
Wow, that's fantastic, fantastic, awesome, awesome. You see, you have been in this business for nearly 2 decades. That's 18 years of outstanding service, and you would have seen a lot of ups and downs.
Yes, more downs than ups, in fact.
More downs than ups, yeah. So the question is, right now with the current crisis that's happening, what's your take on this? How bad is this crisis for you, for your business?
I don't see any bad in this crisis. It was a lot of learning, especially in these last 4 to 5 months. Because when we meet our customers or our investors, while investing, everybody says they want to invest for long term, they are willing to take risk. But when some uncertain events like this happen, like COVID or any market crash, at that point of time, you will see the investor's behavior, how he reacts to the news, how he reacts to the market conditions. This is a learning for advisors like us. And from this observation, it will help you to advise him in the future investments.
Wow, that's fantastic, fantastic to hear that. So the question is, the marketplace has changed, the economy has changed because of after this crisis. So definitely the future is not going to be like the past. So the
Yes.
question is, how are you geared up to meet the new challenges in the future and serve your clients better?
See, we are almost 100% online now. And if you see in last 4 to 5 months, those investors who were not online, who were not comfortable doing online business or transactions, now they are compelled to do online transactions. With this, there is a wider market open to you now.
That's right.
The number of investors has gone up, and due to this online, I think entire world is a market today.
Yeah,
There is no limit.
that's right. That's right. Awesome.
Now
Awesome.
place doesn't matter. By sitting in Mumbai, we can cater to investors sitting at US, Canada, Dubai, anywhere in the world.
Parag, what's your personal vision for the future?
See, we want each and every investor of ours to achieve his dreams.
Mhm.
I don't want any of our investors to compromise on their dreams or goals in life. We see many people in their midway in compromise on their goals and give up. And at the end, they might regret. They should continue with their investments, their dreams, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity kind of.
So the
And we are in the golden phase today.
That's right. So Parag, how do you make sure that your clients continue with what they started?
We have a regular interaction with the clients, and that's how we track their goals.
I see. So you do regular
Yeah.
reviews.
And we
with
have
them?
our own software, we have our own app from where they can see their investments, how much returns are generated. Everything is available technology wise.
Wow, that's fantastic. Fantastic to hear that. So, do you have a specific niche that you serve?
See, we cater to all investors from all walks of life. We have individual investors, high net worth investors, micro firms, but corporate employees is where we are more focused on. We have doctors, lawyers, architects from across all categories. And I like investors who are committed
So
to
but your
their,
major chunk comes from working professionals, is it?
salaried employees.
Okay, that's awesome. Awesome. Fantastic to hear that. So, do you specifically do only investments or do you do any other solutions as well?
Yeah, we are into advisory as well as distribution, both.
Okay, both.
We deal into mutual funds, insurance, bonds, company FDs,
Fantastic.
and we specialize into retirement planning, child education, taxation.
So you
All
provide
this.
everything, almost everything.
Yeah.
That's fantastic to hear. Yeah, very good, very good. So the question is, do you have a team in place?
Yeah, we have a small team which cater to all the most 1,000+ investors.
I see. Fantastic. So what would be your advice to a newcomer to the field, a new financial advisor?
See, before entering this field, this is a very amazing field, I'll say, for the newcomers. One of the best fields. I am very proud of my profession. Before entering this field, one should understand why you want to be in this business. If your why is clear, how is easy. Your values should be clear in life. If values are clear, then decision making is simple and easy. Because at the end of the day, you're managing someone else's money and their dreams. So don't be here for short term, be for long term. As an advisor, first you have to think for long term. Then only you can guide your investors properly.
Well, that's fantastic advice there. So Parag, if anyone wants your services, if they want to avail your services, how they can reach out to you?
We have our website, prudentwealth.co.in. Our contact details are on the website. They can reach us anytime and we'll be happy to serve them.
Well, that's fantastic. So Parag, it was wonderful having this conversation with you, learning about your journey, your story, and how you're making such a big difference in so many people's lives. So I wish you all the very best for your future, not only to grow yourself and make a bigger impact in a lot more people's life and a lot more families' lives. And the most important is also to grow your team bigger and to reach out to more people, make a huge impact and a bigger difference. I wish you all the very best for your future.
Thank you, Raghu. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity to interact with you.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.